bird, it's a plane. Nope, that is a contrail. That line in the sky left behind by an airplane, it's just the exhaustive one. Kind of like the condensation when your breath shows up on a cold morning. But in the last few years, many people have bought into the conspiracy theory that those lines in the sky are something more dangerous. Like this person on X who wrote, "Hey Ginger Z, if you're gonna talk about modification of our weather, why don't you clue your audience in as to why they now do this in Arizona every day? And don't come at me with contrails." But those are contrails. And I highly doubt you're seeing them every day. But let me help explain what that person and many others on the internet are trying to imply. They think that those lines in the sky are not contrails, but they call them chemtrails, something made to poison us or control the weather, or both. While the emissions that come out of an airplane engine are anything but clean, there are zero reports or tests that have proven that there's anything nefarious coming out of airplanes. And look at the contrail we showed you earlier. It has now spread out a bit. So yes, they can reflect sunlight and have some impact on weather, but it wasn't put there for that reason. It was put there to take somebody to Miami for the weekend. Okay, a reminder, you will not see a contrail from every plane every day because the atmospheric conditions, the temperature, the moisture have to be just right. So the government is not making the temperature and moisture right, the weather is. Speaking of the government, the Trump administration's new EPA page dispels this rumor flat out. It says contrails are a normal effect of jet aircraft operations and have been since its earliest days of air travel. If you're seeing a lot of contrails in your area, it is because there are a lot of jet aircraft flying overhead. A lot of the comments will say, there were just never so many contrails in the sky when I was a kid, so they must be chemtrails. Well, if you were flying on a 1950s aircraft like this, there were way fewer aircraft in the sky. Take flights in 1996. There were just over 25 million scheduled flights. Fast forward to this year, 2025, more than 38 million flights. That is a 52% increase in just about 30 years. The same person wrote me again. They said, these were taken just since I sent you that tweet. Are these, quote, contrails that are all over northern Arizona today whilst experiencing 14% humidity or some other form of weather modification that you didn't disclose to your viewing audience? Oh, I like this one. Let's talk science. You're trying to think that 14% humidity at the surface matters for airplanes? Airplanes don't fly at the surface. You've got to get data from 30,000+ feet up. And you can even forecast days that you would see more contrails. All you need is moisture really high up where it's cold, like 60 below cold. The conspiracy chatter has gotten so bad that some local meteorologists are actually leaning in and forecasting contrails so they can help their audience better understand it. If you have watched this long, thank you, especially if you're one of the conspiracy folks, but you're probably asking, oh yeah, how could chemtrails not be real if the state governments are starting to make laws against them? Well, none of the new laws mention chemtrails by name. They're actually talking about other weather modification, like cloud seeding or solar geoengineering. It's just that chemtrails often get conflated when people are talking about the new laws. Believe me, if there is ever solid evidence that that line right there is sprayed by the government or anyone else to poison us or control the weather, we will be reporting on it. Until then, maybe focus on what's actually coming out of planes, like pesticides and greenhouse gas emissions.